Hey there, this is AJ Styles Prospecting coming to you. Tonight we're going to talk about these guys, meteorites. These are really interesting space rocks. This one here is called a NWA, Northwest Africa. Anytime a meteorite crashes into an area or explodes in the area, like this guy kind of did, you can tell that it actually exploded and landed somewhere. It's a really neat one. It's got a lot of these lines here. This one is a stony meteorite. There are only three types of meteorites: stone, stony iron, and iron. This is one of my favorite ones I had to show. It's really neat. Some of it will have a little bit of iron in it, and some will have a lot of iron in it. I'll show you in this episode. They do have all three categories, all three main ones too. Here's one of my favorites. It's called Campo Dilo, all iron. It's all about the focus. It's still trying to figure it out. So if you put a magnet to this, it'll go right to it. Oh, here's one right here. See, this little guy here is a magnet. Magnet. So it's got something. It's that strong that something sticks to it. Okay. So watch this. That's how you test when it's a real magnet and also a real meteorite. It sticks really hard. I'll show you right here. So it's in the wrong way. So watch. It's really neat. This was one of my other favorites. It's like a dragon head, if you have it at the right angle. I'll sell these a lot at shows. Let's see if we can find another one. When you have a good magnet, this is what it looks like, an earth-based magnet. Not a fridge magnet, because those are not really that good. Look at that. It's even in the bags doing it. Yeah. So sometimes, here's a stony, which is what the big one is. That magnetic. Here's a stony iron. See, a little pull to it. Okay. Sorry, that made me jump. See, the difference is, see this compared to this. Oops, sorry. I get this guy close, this guy far. Is the color. This has more iron than this big guy here. So these two are stone, oops, stone, stone iron. So it's got a lot of stone, but little iron in it. Let's find another one. So here's a nice little packet of Campos, little ones. Let's see. Is this also one? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I should have been more ready. Here's a vial of chili, which has more iron inside of it than it does. Where's my magnet? Sorry, should have had this more ready. It has more. See how it moves in there? It's dancing. Let's see if I can get closer. These have more iron than stone, but still stony iron. See, the difference between a fridge magnet and a regular magnet, usually a good magnet like this one here in this hand would not do that. Okay, now it does it. See, you have to switch it around. So here's a strong magnet right here in this hand. That's how much of a pull it has. Because this is a fridge magnet, this little guy. And that's how good this magnet is. So I'm trying to put it together and I can't. Oops. I'm not trying to do that either. Let's see. Here's another NWA, one of mine. A really neat big piece. Where do these come from? These come from outer space, from the Milky Way or Mars or different areas where they are flying. The astral belt has a lot of them up there. You have to, when you go meteorite hunting, which I would love to do, you have to have a keen eye to see what's the difference between this and a thing of rock or a hematite. Like this, that's a rock with crystals on it, actually, with crystals on it. So you want to look for something like this. If it doesn't have magnetic to it, you just have to get it tested and show it to some people. See, this has, well, iron in it. A little bit more than that one piece I have. So it's a stony iron. So if it's got half rock, half iron, stony iron. The people that got me into meteorites many years ago was a TV show called METEORITEMEN. Thanks to those guys, I have a really fun collection of meteorites. Thanks to Jeff and Steve. Those guys are so cool to talk to on Facebook. Ah, here's a good one. Oh. Now this one has got more iron, but it's also stone. But I completely forgot what it was called. This guy is really neat. Look at that. You actually see the shine to it. Now that is probably 90% iron and the half is stone. This guy is one of my favorites. Look at that. Isn't that something? Something like that is out in the sky, flying around, sometimes crashing or blowing up or just there. That's one of my favorites. So Campo Dilo is from Argentina. It's what the these are 95%, or actually probably 100% iron. But what happened to them is when they were in the atmosphere, they were getting burnt and then they exploded or made a big crater. But you can see how tough they are to a magnet. And I do sell these guys too. Sometimes you'll get one that looks like a regular rock, but it isn't. This is also another NWA. No magnetic. Let's see if this one is magnetic. This one's a neat one too. No, oh, stone, sorry. Here's another NWA. But look at the difference. It's got that. Watch this. It's stony iron. But this one has little iron a lot of stone. So it's probably 10% iron, maybe 20, and then the rest is stone. Another one of my favorites. Here's another one. It's got little pull, so it's probably 5% iron and all stone. Got so many. Oh, here's a good one. Anytime you find a meteorite, once in a while, yep, they will look like this, all black. And the chondrites, which is what this stuff is right here, will look all white in different colors. So this thing hasn't been weathered, or been, when you find them, they're usually next to other rocks, so they look similar. So what's this? This guy is probably got more iron than that last one I had. But when you find a fresh fall, it looks like this, all dark. This is another favorite piece of mine. This is an unknown because I have no idea. The guy that I bought from had no idea. So anytime you find one or buy one from someone and they have no idea, you have to classify it as unknown until you get it looked at. And I've had this one for a very long time. I had no idea, even though I went to space camp as a kid. Oh, where's the back of it? I had no idea about meteorites, surprisingly. I don't know why. They never talked about it. Oh, there it is. It's good to have them in little bags like this. That's one drawer of them. Here's another one. Look at this one. You wouldn't think this is a meteorite because little pull here, little pull. So it's probably 5% iron, mostly stony. There's little pulls here and there. Just imagine being a caveman, you find something like this and you're using it for a weapon. Drink this. Here's another vial of chili. My friend Steve and Jeff went out and actually there's actually an episode where they actually found these little fragments of see, little iron, little fragments. I mean, I could go to the episode on YouTube and look that up and go, those are the ones I have in my hand. Vaca Morte is what these meteorites are called. For the chili. I have several of them. They do pretty well. Here's another. I kept this one myself just to see how it looks. See, a little iron, a lot of stone. It's one thing you want to do sometimes. You want to cut them and see what's the inside look like. They just look like ordinary rocks, but they're special because they're from outer space. They're space rocks. That's what some people call them because they're basically that. Here's a nut. Oh, which one is this? That's one of the regular ones. Another one. A lot of iron. Little. See, that's how you test it. If it's a real good meteorite, is the magnet won't come off of it. There's nothing in the back of it. See, there's a little iron here, but a lot right there. That's another good one. Here's another neat one. It's also NWA. It's got no iron. So it's a stony stone meteorite. Sorry. Looks like something that you put on a stick and see what else. Should have been more prepared for this. Sorry about that. Here's another I forgot what they're called, but it's from Russia. It's also iron, but it's a fragment of one that crashed many years ago in Russia. And this thing is strong. I mean, that took a lot to take that off the magnet. And this is really neat. There you go. This was actually one of my first pieces that I actually won from METEORITEMEN when they were still on TV. They had a contest on Facebook, which was hella cool. And I still have this. I'll never sell it because it's my first piece I ever owned. And I keep it with some other stuff that I got. So the thing about meteorites is you should always have a book that tells you about meteorites. This one here is a really good one from my friend Jeff Knockin. That's Steve there, and that's Jeff right there. The piece that's in the picture is a big meteorite. Just imagine digging something like that and going, holy crap. Boom. Let's see if I can find another good one. Here's a nice one. Meteorites are on 101. No? No. Meteorite Ron, Meteorite Ron. Slag, volcanic. Let's see. Definitely meteorite Ron there. Oh. That one piece that I got from, here's a picture of this guy here, which is what the same thing as I just showed, that little guy. It's I cannot pronounce it. It's an Allen. That's what I'm calling it for now. That's also it's a stone meteorite with little bits. Oh, here we go. This one was something that Steve found one time. That piece right there was something for him. Let's see if I can find. That one. Oh, here's one that has gemstones in it. This guy's all iron, but it's got crystals inside. I don't have one of these yet. One day I hope so. It's a neat piece right there too. That's all cut. That's what some meteorites look like inside. But this guy here, boy. So yeah, if you want to learn about meteorites, find this book. He has also another one by a friend of mine's barn, the first one that he did, and that was a really good book. So now I'll show you one like that. I have some carved ones, which is funny. In a certain way, it's funny. Here's a Vaca Morte, or no, not Vaca Morte. It's reading the wrong one. Vickman line meteorite. Yes, it looks like a star because it is a star. This thing's pure iron meteorite. Even in that, it's still something. Look at the Vickman stock lines. When someone cut this as a slab, they put it in some stuff and it just came out really cool. I have a bigger one than that. I'm never going to sell these because they were something. Here's another one. One of these days. There. Got my finger. See how hard that is? This has got to be 99% iron. Look at that. Something happened here when it formed in outer space. So what happened was someone took a slab or slice or slab, whatever you call it, of meteorite and they carved it into a star, which is pretty funny. But this one is really neat. The guy that I got this from had no idea what it was. So I told him after I bought it, and he still had no clue. He thought the lines were man-made, and it's not. It's actually what the stone looks like. Isn't that cool? Here's another one that's in a coin holder. That's how I got just like that. I'll never sell these because they're really rare to get, especially how I got them. Different person, same thing, had no idea what he had. Should always know when you sell something, you should always know what you have. Don't just go and, oh, I'm just going to say it's something iron. That's what the guy had. I thought was funny. No, dude, really? You don't know what it is? Always keep them together. I got these little boxes from Steve. He sells them. It's really, I like them. So here's another one I got from Steve. See, the little boxes are real neat. Well, I guess you can't see it without. This is a slice of meteorite that he did, and I had to grab because look, it's the Earth and the Moon. I'll put a description of this one, what it is, because I have it written down somewhere in the about thing. So don't forget to go to the about, click the arrow, and it'll put down what a meteorite is and such. It'll tell you. Is I probably won't remember what I'm saying, so I'll put it down on the bottom. Also, don't forget to push the like button if you like meteorites. Don't forget to comment as well if you like meteorites. I like to hear what you people say. Isn't that cool? One of these days I'll make it into a pendant. And it's stone. This actually came from the moon that he cut. I watched him cut this piece. I was like, that's mine. I'm taking that bad boy. So here's the last thing of meteorites. Better put those back before I forget them. This guy's still one of my favorites. Look at that. Boom. These are called Tectates. If you know what they are, you're good. These are not Moldavite. Moldavite is a completely different thing of Tectites. These are like low-grade Moldavite, but still Tectites. Little pieces. I don't have any Moldavite. I sold my last one a few months back. I might have to get some more. Isn't that neat? It's basically space glass, is what I call it. This one is actually dark yellow. If you put a light to it, which I don't have right now, you'd see the yellow on it. This would make a good pendant for anyone. A wire wrapper. Here's another neat one. What is Tectite? It is when a meteorite hits sand, and it hits it so hard that it makes its own glass. I think that's how it is. I'll have to look it up. I'm still learning about it. I almost dropped this guy. Look at that. This one's my favorite. It's a big piece. Well, to me, it's a big piece. So when the meteorite hits the sand, it explodes the ground. All the heat and pressure is hitting all that sand, and it makes these little guys. So this thing got hit pretty good if it has that kind of thing. Nobody cut this. Nobody put something in it to make it look like that. This thing is all natural Tectite. And no, meteorites are not radioactive. People keep going, are they radioactive? No. Movies and cartoons don't add up. If they were, I wouldn't be handling them with my hand. I dropped one. And some people are allergic to them because of the nickel that's in iron or in meteorites. There is nickel, iron, and stone in meteorites. Every so often you'll find peridot, which I don't have right now. That's the neat thing about meteorites. Some things like gold, peridot, or peridot, how you say it. And one other I can't remember. That one piece I was showing you, let me see if I find it again. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. This guy here, the black red mortar. This guy has, every so often you'll find peridot in it, in the little holes here where the crystals are. The thing about gold is gold's actually from outer space because of a supernova that's being made from a dead planet. So that is my show and tell review on meteorites. If you like this, don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. If you like stuff like this, let me know. Meteorites are really interesting because you find out more about outer space than anything. So I will see you on the next video.